One of the most difficult things for creative people to handle is the negative comment. We want everybody to be on board with what we're creating. We want approval for this thing that we took so much time to create and to put out into the world. And sometimes before we even get started on it, while we're still in that incubation period and the idea is still formulating in our heads, we are thinking about the worst case scenario. We're wondering what people are going to say about this thing, and we imagine the most vicious and hateful comments about this piece of art that we haven't even created yet. And what happens in reality, as many of you know, is you create the thing, you put it out there, and you don't receive those negative comments. If somebody doesn't like it, they simply don't follow you. They simply don't like it. They simply don't leave you a positive comment saying, great job. They simply move on with their life and look for something that they do like. And as far as we know, they never even stopped by. But every so often, somebody does take the time out of their busy life or not so busy life to let us know exactly what they thought about what we created, and they let us know that it didn't jive with them in so many words. And of course, there is value in listening to some negative comments so that you can understand why your message didn't come through, why somebody didn't get it. But what we're talking about today is the jerk. We're talking about the person that stops by and leaves you with a negative comment just to get under your skin. And most likely it is an issue that they have, something that they're dealing with, as opposed to what you've created. How do we not let that person's negative words, his negative comments, seep into us like a virus and infect us? How do we stop that? And the answer that I have is a simple one, and it involves two steps. Step one, middle finger up. Step two, middle finger down. Now, it's important to hit them with this middle finger in a slow, smooth fashion, up and down, because we are trying to showcase our indifference. And we're not showcasing our indifference to them, we're showcasing our indifference to ourselves. So instead of hitting them with one of these where you're angry, you're just hitting them with a nice, slow, steady middle finger up, middle finger down, and then you move on with your life. And this is way easier said than done for the latter part of that, to move on with your life. But it takes a bit of practice. And actually, the more negative comments you get, the easier it becomes to handle them in this way. But when we hit them with that rage, when we're so mad at them and we think about it over and over again all day long, perhaps even next year, we think about it, or when we sit down to create our art again, we're thinking about that negative comment and hoping that it doesn't come again. That is that person winning. And we can't let that person win. They win when they steal our attention. That is what they're trying to do. They are trying to get our attention and take us off of our path. And we have to be steadfast and we have to stay on our path. That is why we hit them with the middle finger up and down, just like that. And if you are not comfortable using the middle finger, I totally understand. You can use the pinky if you want. You can use your words and just say hi, bye, whatever it takes. I like to use the middle finger because, of course, it's my little way of saying screw you, but it's also a physical barrier. The middle finger can block the actual comment. I'm sorry for giving you the finger over and over again, but it can provide a physical barrier so I don't have to like look at that comment except for one time as I'm deleting the comment and blocking that person so that I never have to see them again. The important thing is that you don't let it linger, that you can address it immediately, read it once, and then kind of mentally package it away and take it away from your mindset so that you can move on with your creative life, so that the person that took the time out of their lives doesn't win when they spew that negativity to you. They don't win by keeping you from creating something great. And I just want you to know that I am on your side no matter what, no matter how many negative comments you get. I am on your side, and a ton of people are on your side. And the muses are watching you and happy that you are creating your work, despite the fact that You live in a world where people do, every once in a while, take the time out of their lives to grace you with a negative comment. Every single negative comment has to do with that person and not with your art. So don't let their jealousy or their just hatred for life stop you from living your best life and creating the things that you need to create. Because, of course, the universe needs your creations, and you are the universe. Keep creating, and we'll see you next time.